Morning to all of you. Can you see it properly?
No.
No? No, you will have to see it. Have you brought your books?
Yes.
Very good. See, dear student. Just you have to listen. Means in this modern age of life, our life is totally inspired and influenced by science. Do you believe in this word, in this sentence? Really, our life is totally dependent on science. And sometimes we think that science is boon for us. Science is not curse for us. Yes? So many scientists, they have really worked for the sake of betterment of the mankind. And so that they have invented many things in the world. Many scientists are there and they have contributed by inventing good things for the society. Do you believe?
Yes.
Okay. Then our topic is based on some scientists. Yes? Means the name of our topic is that great scientists. Okay, listen only. Very good. And be steady in the class. Definition of science. Do you believe?
Yes.
Okay. Here are some scientists, and just you have to identify them. Who are they? Okay? Means our topic is that the great scientist. If you know the answer, just raise your fingers and then you have to answer it. First of all, just you have to identify this person. Is he scientist or not? Yes. Bhaskaracharya. Anybody? Well tried? Yes. Bhaskaracharya. Anybody from girls' side? From girls' side, who know the correct answer? Yes. Very good. You have big hand. Praise me, Aryabhatta, great scientist of India. Second one. Okay. Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. Very good. Very nice. Third one. Yes. To whom should I give chance? Okay. Who is so confident? He is so confident. Yes, very good. All you are so confident. Please see. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Very nice. What are the other students are? Yes, last one. Dr. C.V. Raman. Very good. Yes, what a famous picture. Yourself.
Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein. Very nice. Wow. What a scientist. Girls from the corner. Okay. Yes, very good. Yes, repeat it. It is Newton. Very nice. Very nice. Yes, she is so famous one. She was the scientist. Yes, okay, I should give opportunity to other one. Huh? Marie Curie. Very good. Very good. All the students. And who is he? Yes, guess yourself. He is also scientist. Every day we like to drink dot for our health. And because of him, we are drinking dot for betterment of our health. Who is he? Yes, come on. His name is on your tip of the tongue. Every day, do you drink milk? This scientist is closely related to the invention on milk. Who is he?
Dr. Marie Curie.
It was little bit correct answer, but Marie Curie is from India. But right now, we see. Okay? Nice answer. You are trying, but it is not so correct. You are close to the answer. On the milk, if you bring any sachet or any product of milk, it is written over there. This is milk. It is, what kind of milk it is? It is pure one. Okay, my one clue is that it is pure milk. It is far from any germs, any infection. Who is he? Okay, no problem. He is no one but Louis Pasteur, you know? Very good, very good. Okay, give all of you very good and big hand to you because you are. And who is one? I don't know. Very nice. Okay, this is another one. This is Jagdish Chandra Bose, of Indian scientist. Okay, and he has also invented that trees also contain life. Okay, Jagdish Chandra Bose. After that, the invention of electricity. Who was he? He was Thomas Edison. Yes, Thomas Edison is the father of electricity. Then, this is Galileo. He has invented telescope. What students you are? Very nice. James Watt. What he had invented? Very good. Give him big hand. Very nice. And because of him, we are here. We are living in the modern era. And just we pick up the call and listen to someone and we speak someone. Okay? On any issue. Who is he? Alexander Graham Bell. Okay, let's invented. Very nice. Okay, I think you have got a little bit idea about science and scientists as well as their inventions. Okay? Please open your book and see on page number 89. As you can open, okay, please listen attentively. The great scientist Michael Faraday is regarded as one of the most distinguished scientists and inventors of modern times. And his work on electricity is still a subject of study in the form of Faraday's laws. But few know his inspirational life story, which is all about courage and fighting against the odds. Michael Faraday was born into poverty-stricken family in a dirty London suburb. He suffered from speech defect as a child. He would pronounce rabbit as rabbit. He could not even say his name and would call himself Corday. Other children laughed at him and teachers did not hate him either. When he was 12, his mother was forced to take him out of the school, thus putting an end to his formal education. At 13, however, he started working with the bookbinder, binding hundreds of books during the day and staying up all night to read them. Reading thus became his obsession. One day, he came across a book on electricity, which had been sent to his master for binding. He started reading it and was completely hooked. That was his first introduction to the subject of electricity, which soon became a lifelong fascination. Faraday was still poor at 21. Once a friend gave him a free ticket to a public lecture and demonstration by the renowned chemist, that is, Humphrey Davy at London's Royal Institutions. Davy's work on chemical and electrical lighting was the subject of conversation among the scientists of that age. Turn the page. 70 years later, across the Atlantic Ocean in the USA, the same work enabled Thomas Edison to produce first consistent light bulb. That day, in 1812, Faraday was spellbound by Davy's lecture. He kept taking notes about the mysterious force of electric fluid. He was so engrossed in the lecture that he forgot to applaud the rest of the crowd. When he went back, his notes were so comprehensive that he bound them into a book, meaning to give it to Davy someday. Faraday decided that day that he didn't just want to sell the books, he wanted to be a great scientist. Good enough to write his own books, Davy became his role model. But there was a problem. He did not have the social status, money, or the education to pursue his science. Faraday thought it would be wonderful if Davy became his mentor. But Davy did not agree initially. Faraday was not deserted. He kept his trying, and destiny had a straight plan in store for him. A few years later, a chemical explosion happened inside the Davy's lab, and he was temporarily blinded. He now needed an assistant with an excellent memory to help him. He was reminded of Faraday and decided to hire him as his secretary. Okay? Up to these lines, just you have to read it silently. After your silent reading, there will be a question on the blackboard and you will have to answer particular question. Okay? Read it silently. Look here and there. It will take only 2 minutes. If you have finished, then tell me. Let me check your speed of the day. Okay, we will wait for 1 minute more. Good. Have you finished? Okay? Just read out whatever I have written on the blackboard. Just read out the question only.
Objective question. What kind of assistant did David want?
Okay, read it once again. You said yes.
Objective question. What kind of assistant did David want?
Okay. Listen up. Those who know the answer, just raise your fingers. The answer of this question is so simple. Those who have finished their silent reading and those who understood the meaning of this question, only they will respond to it. Okay? It is so simple question. What kind of assistant did David want? What kind of assistant? Come on. Only 4? I want more height should be there. Come on. What kind of assistant did David want? Answer is there itself only. Whatever I have read about, okay, after these lines, answer is hidden over there. Answer is hidden over there. What kind of assistant did David want? Come on, it is so simple. All girls, all boys, simplest one. It is so simplest one. It is already there in your book. Come on, just you need to read it so carefully. I want more fingers to be there. Okay, come on. Answer is already over there. Very good. Good response. Very good. Okay, answering.
David want the assistant who have excellent memory.
Very good. Yourself? Yourself? Very good. Okay, see, it was so simple answer. David want assistant who has excellent memory. Who has excellent memory. Very good. Good try. Okay. Pay attention once again. Michael Faraday is regarded as one of the most distinguished scientists and inventors of modern times, and his work on electricity is still the subject of study in the form of Faraday's law. Okay, means in this para, Faraday was nothing but the great scientist. He has contributed a lot in the field of science, in the field of invention, and his main study of his invention was nothing but the electricity. Although he was great scientist, okay, although he was great scientist, but he had to face many problems in his life. Just want to see what kind of problems he had to face in his life. See, Michael Faraday was born into a poverty stricken family in a dirty London suburb. He suffered from speech defect as a child. He would pronounce rabbit as rabbit. He could not even say his own name and would call himself Howdy. See, if you see in this picture, what country is there? In this picture, where did he born? In London, but where? In suburb area of London. See, this is the picture of London city. That it is London Bridge. Right now, London is the most richest country in the world. Okay? But in those days, Michael Faraday was born in the country where the suburb, these poor people was living. Right now, London is richest one. All the people from London, they are much rich in the world. But at the time of his Michael Faraday, when he was working, when he was living, he was not so rich. He was so poor, and he was living in suburb, in slum area. In slum area, there were no any kind of facilities, no basic amenities, no education was there. But from this place, he had continued himself. But he also had one problem, that he had the pronunciation problem. What kind of problem is? Pronunciation problem. Means at his childhood days, he couldn't even pronounce specific word so clearly. He pronounces rabbit as rabbit. Means problem regarding R. Rabbit. And when he is there, his surname is that Faraday. He pronounced that Faraday. Yes. And because of his pronunciation problem, see, all the children were passing comments on him. Even little Faraday, he couldn't pronounce particular words, and they were laughing at him by cracking the jokes. Okay? See, means in this picture, all the students at his age were laughing at to whom? At Faraday. Even no any teacher helped him out. And this was the real problem of Michael Faraday. And in his life, he has really faced many problems. At 13, however, he started working with a book binding hundreds of books during the day and stayed all the nights to retire. Although he was so poor, there were no any kind of sources of earning. So he used to work where? He used to work in bookbinding factory. Okay? And at the age of 13 means when you were in standard 8, you were at 13. And at the age of 13, he started his career as a bookbinder. And in this factory, many students, many boys, many pupils, they work so hard. They have to spend much time for working, but less amount of money was earned by themselves. Okay? Means he was he rich?
No.
What was he?
Poor.
He was poor student. See. One day, he came across a book on electricity where had been sent to his master for binding. He started reading that and was completely hooked. And that was his first introduction to the subject of electricity. Means working in the factory, he came across with many books and he really read out all the books which were kept in particular library because he was working as a bookbinder. It is the habit of common person. If he came across with new things, he liked to peek into the particular thing, he liked to turn the pages of a particular book because he wanted to get new knowledge from specific books. And he had his habit to read out more and more and more. And one day, suddenly, he came across the books which was based on electricity. Do you have confidence? Will you touch the electricity wire directly? Why?
Shock.
Okay, because electricity wire having current. Okay, but at his age of 13, he never touched with any wire, any current. But he read out the book and he came across the book that is electricity. That is electricity. Yes? See the electricity. You can see the invention of electricity around us. And what happened? See, Faraday was still little poor at 21. When he was working, he was only 30 years old. But right now, he is 21 years old, but still he is so poor. Still he is so poor. Faraday was still poor at 21. Once a friend gave him a free ticket to public lecture and demonstration by the renowned scientist, that is chemist Humphrey Davy at London's Royal University. London's Royal Institution. See, means one of his friend, whose friend? Mr. Faraday. One of his friends gave him a free ticket and he asked him that, dear friend, if you are really interested in the field of innovation, in the field of electricity, just it's my duty to borrow a ticket for you. And he handed over free ticket to his friend, that is Faraday, to attend the lecture of chemist Humphrey Davy. This is the original photo of Humphrey Davy. He was a renowned scientist. And you can see what he is doing in his lab, in his laboratory. Yes, he was a renowned scientist. Davy's work on chemicals and electrical lighting are the subject of conversation among the scientists of the age. Means, Mr. Humphrey, he was working on electrical lighting, and after 17 years across the Atlantic Ocean in the USA, the same work enabled by Thomas Edison to produce first consistent light bulb. Who has invented bulb? Who has invented bulb? Mr. Thomas Edison has invented bulb. And the mentor, Mr. Michael Faraday, he was completely fascinated with the work of renowned chemist, that is Humphrey Davy. After 17 years, on the other side of the world, that is in Atlantic part of the world, Mr. Thomas Edison has invented bulb, light bulb. Okay? Have you seen such bigger bulb? In those days, huge computers were there, but right now you can carry little laptop with you. In those days, such bulb was invented by Thomas Edison. Okay? See, that day in 1812, Faraday was spellbound by Davy's lecture. He came taking notes about the mysterious force on electric fluid, and he was so engrossed. So engrossed means to become so crazy, and forgot the applause with the rest of the crowd. When he went back, his notes were comprehensive. When he was listening to the lecture of Mr. Davy, he was completely inspired by the words of Mr. Davy, and he made some notes over there, and he studied it very well, and he thought that I have to produce a book and I have to give it as a gift to Mr. Davy. Faraday decided that he did not just want to sell the books, he wanted to be a great scientist. Okay? What was his thirst? He wanted to become a great scientist. See, he became a role model, but there was a problem. He did not have social status, money, or the education to pursue 10 minutes. Pursue science. Faraday thought it would be wonderful if Davy became his mentor, but did not agree initially. Faraday was rejected. It was his intention that I should be the part of Mr. Davy, and Davy is my role model, and I have to work under his guidance. But Mr. Davy was never satisfied with the work of Mr. Faraday, and he never wanted to keep him as his assistant. He never wanted to give him a chance to work in his own library. But see, destiny had a strange plan in store for him. A few years later, a chemical explosion happened inside the Davy's lab, and he was temporarily blinded. Mr. Davy, he was a Davy, but one day